Hello guys, welcome back again. Now today we are going to look at something cool about the is President Ruto right to demand for total loyalty from his members of the ruling party. Now, from recently, President Ruto at the Naivasha retreat held the National Executive Retreat at the Naivasha, and we had a, mostly after the recent strengthening of the Kenyan shilling, after also the stabilizing of the economy, after all these successes. Now he demanded that his members of parliament to be loyal. Now, for me, number one, you have seen from the series of demonstrations, we saw a lot of things. And for me, not everything that the government pushes that I also push. I was against many things, actually, even though not yet earning, not paying taxes, but I was against maybe let's say the housing levy, about the some sort of the taxes that were brought. And for me, I will feel like, why are these members of parliament from the ruling party pushing for this bill, although it was maybe not fair enough, or maybe did not consider things as according to my view. And I was very bitter mostly with this majority leader, Kimani Chungwa, and I was like, okay, why? But sometimes I went back to the drawing board. Why should also the MPs, I'm not saying they're wrong, but this is my idea, so that I can bring out why loyalty is a must for the ruling party. Now I went back to the drawing board and I asked myself, can mostly the democracy demands that the ruling party must be the majority, and it has to ask numbers, because there's no way a government can be successful without having a majority representation, because this majority representation are needed to pass laws in parliament. Number one, that's one thing why we need majority. That's why you see after the elections, there's news were claiming that they had numbers, and now Ruto had to be a little bit wiser. That's why he went and talked to those who are independent, tried to do something so that at least he could have the numbers. That's why we are seeing most of the bills that are presented, they are coming out successfully. Now, he's right to demand for loyalty, because for number one, for a president to push his agendas, for the president maybe to implement most of his manifestos that he promised to the Kenyans, he has to ask numbers. So that's why, for example, and this not apply to the UDA. We have also the Azmios. We had an issue like for Jalango being maybe there's some sort claiming that he was not loyal. You see, that one should not have happened, because you have to be loyal to your party, so that if we're going to say you're not going to pass some rules, that's how is it. That's why they are called the opposition, so that also when maybe they can get support from those who do not support from the ruling party, they can remove those bills that are not related to us. But this is the beauty of the democracy, that we have the three arms of government. You have the judiciary. You see, the judiciary has been thrown stones because mostly, and you see the president had to be somehow very strict that the housing bill must pass. And the judiciary, with its power, with although even the president demanding, the judiciary stick to the constitution, because it's an independent body that is there to keep the executive in check. Now, we have the parliament, but the parliament is more of a part of the executive, because if we say the majority, yeah, it cannot always pass. So for me, that's my thought, that I believe that Ruto should have that. They don't have to be, everything does not have to be right, but for you to push as a president, for you to push your bills, you have to have numbers, and that is democracy. So hey guys, this is just my view. I'm just requesting you, if you see that maybe I'm being too subjective, or I'm not that objective, you can always comment there. You can always give your views, and we'll appreciate. That's my view, and hope I see you next time. So if you umefurahia, you are happy, with my view, you can always comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for your view. Thanks for your watch, and see you next time. If you want me to discuss anything or to open up to do more research, just put in the description box. Thank you again. Let's see you next time.